Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a comparison between two products, two blushes actually. It is going to be a, I don't want to say drugstore versus high-end because I don't think NARS is high-end compared to some other products, but it is definitely up there in price compared to this other one. So it is the NARS Orgasm, the multiple, versus the Wet n Wild MegaGlo makeup stick. So this is in the shade Orgasm, this is in the shade Peach Bums, which they seem very similar to me, and that's exactly why I wanted to compare the two and see if I think it's more worth it to get the more expensive one or if it's more worth it to get the potential dupe. So that's what today is going to be. Before we get started, please give this a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. If you love anything makeup related or self-tanner related, then definitely make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Don't miss out on 3 videos a week. But if you want to see my comparison between these two, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay guys, I am very, very excited about this one because I love finding dupes for products. So I have both of them pulled up on their websites and I'm gonna read the details for you guys and then we're gonna try them out. We're gonna do one on one side of my face, one on the other side of my face, and we're gonna have some fun. So the first one that I have pulled up is NARS. It is the Orgasm, the Multiple Cream Blush Lip and Eye Stick. So this goes for $39. It's definitely a little bit up there in price. It is 0.49 ounces. And like I said, the shade is Orgasm, so it's supposed to be a peachy pink with gold shimmer. And then the highlights say stick formula, cream formula, long wearing, radiant finish, shimmer finish. It's a little confusing. It says a multi-purpose cream stick for eyes, lips, cheeks, and body in limited edition soft pink packaging inspired by the iconic Orgasm, and it really is iconic. It says swipe on seduction with best-selling peachy pink shade Orgasm or new rosy bronze Orgasm Rush. Don't have that one. The Multiples mistake-proof cream to powder formula glides effortlessly on eyes, cheeks, lips, and body to impart a sheer natural finish with a lightweight feel. So sounds very beautiful. And then remember, $39 and the size is 0.49 ounces. The Wet n Wild, I have it pulled up on Ulta. It is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Makeup Stick Blush. So this one is in the shade Peach Bums, which also looks like a peachy pink with golden shimmer. It is $4.49, so $4.50, which is literally a fraction of the price of the NARS one. That's insane. Like, I want to know what 39, let me do this math really quick, guys. 39 divided by 4.5, that's 8. You can literally, over 8. You can get more than 8 of these for the price of this one, if I'm doing that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Anyways, this is 0.21 ounces, so it is a little bit smaller. Again, oh, this is 0.5 ounces. It says on the bottle, or whatever you want to call this. It's 0.5 ounces. This is 0.21 ounces. So let's say like 2.5 of these make up one of these. So that's still like 3 of these will get you one of these. If I'm making no sense, just let me know, but I'm like trying to rationalize. I don't know, just ignore everything I just said. But you get the point. You can get a bunch of these for one of these for the price, but there is less product in this than in the NARS one, but that's still crazy. $4.50, like what? It says in one swipe of a stick, you can get naturally flushed cheeks or an insanely glowy complexion with Wet n Wild's MegaGlo Makeup Stick Blush. It's a portable stick. In one swipe of a stick, you can get catwalk ready cheekbones, naturally flushed cheeks, or an insanely glowy complexion. And that is pretty much all they have to say about this. They are not very wordy here, so that's fine. This one comes in 3 shades. The limited edition comes in 2, but I think the regular not limited edition comes in more shades, so you do get more of a range with this multiple than you do with the Wet n Wild, or at least from what I'm seeing. But that price is insane, you guys. Like $4.50. That is just blowing my mind. I do not remember it being that inexpensive, but that makes me very, very happy. Okay, that's really all I have to say. I do want to swatch them next to each other so we could see what they look like or how similar or different they are next to each other. So we're gonna put that to the test. Okay. So they are a little bit different, as you can see. So this is the NARS, and this is the Wet n Wild. So I do think the Wet n Wild one is more pigmented, which is crazy. It's a little bit more on like the corally peachy side than the NARS. I feel like the NARS has a little bit more of a pinkiness to it with a subtle gold shimmer. I feel like this one is definitely more on the peach side, and it has more of that intense kind of shimmer. I think the NARS one feels very, very like light and airy and creamy, and the Wet n Wild one feels just a tiny bit more dry. Not that that's a bad thing, but that is what I'm noticing. I do like the feeling of the NARS one better though. So that's all I have to say for the swatches. They both blend really beautifully on my hand, but now we're gonna see on my face. So obviously I don't have any blush products on. I'm just wearing foundation, concealer, bronzer, and this is the last step to finish the look. So I'm gonna do NARS on this side of my face, and I'm gonna do Wet n Wild on the right side of my face, or your left side, I guess. And we are going to see how they compare once they're on. So let's get started. Okay, I just finished applying both on my face, and both look really, really gorgeous, you guys. The first thing I want to say, because I'm big on like things that don't accentuate my pores, I feel like neither one of these accentuated my pores at all. They didn't do anything to like help them, but they didn't do anything to make them worse. So just wear a pore filling primer if you have that issue, especially with other makeup products as well. But nothing bad in terms of pores with either of these. I do want to say I like the shape and the packaging of the NARS one a lot more. I feel like the packaging of this, first of all, is adorable. Like, how can you not love this? It's like a baby pink with like a darker peachy pink and white logo on it. So I love this. It feels so comfortable to hold in your hand too. Like, it feels sturdy in your hand, and the size of the product that's inside is perfect for like a blush slash highlighter kind of thing. Like, the way you glide it onto the cheekbone, it's just the perfect amount that comes out and the perfect like width that goes on the cheek. Like, you don't need to like color it on there. It's just like one or two swipes and it's perfect. So I love that. I feel like I don't like the design of this as much. Like, I don't love the packaging of this. I feel like it looks like a crayon almost, which I do think that's cute. But when I see this packaging and I see this packaging, I'm choosing this one, you know? And I don't love the shape of the product that's inside. This also feels like kind of like a crayon to me. So I felt like it, like a thin little layer came off. So I had to like color like the width of what this gave me in one or two swipes. So I felt like this one did take more product than the NARS one, and it just felt like a tiny bit more work to get on there, if you know what I mean. But they look almost identical when they're on my cheeks. I do feel like the NARS one, once it's on my face, is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more pigmented. So I do appreciate that. Like, a little goes a longer way with this stuff than with the Wet n Wild. But they look so insanely similar, and the Wet n Wild one is so insanely inexpensive that I feel like you can get away with needing to use more product to get that same result. Like, $4.50 just like blows my freaking mind. I just can't believe that. That's an amazing, amazing price. So yeah, I absolutely love how both of these look. I do surprisingly feel like the NARS one is giving me a little bit more of a highlighted effect than the Wet n Wild, which is also crazy because on the swatch, I thought the opposite. But that is not to say you're not getting like a highlighted effect with this. Like, it's a very subtle difference. Of course, I'm pointing this out because that's why we're here in the video. But overall, like, if you weren't paying attention, you would literally think that I have the same blush slash highlighter on both sides of my face. Like, I really do feel like they're very, very, very similar. So I'm very happy, you guys. I definitely feel like the Wet n Wild is, or could be, a dupe for the NARS one. Obviously, there are little differences between them, but I feel like that goes with all dupes. Like, the products aren't gonna be exactly the same, but the look that you get at the end of it is so, so similar. They feel really similar too. Like, I just feel like you could definitely get away with wearing the Wet n Wild and it looking almost exactly like the NARS one. So I'm definitely gonna say I do think this is a dupe, which is super exciting because you can get a very similar look with this that you do with this. So you could save yourself some money. On that note though, I do not regret buying the NARS one. I think if this one was on your mind and you wanted to try it, definitely go try it because you're not gonna regret it. It's amazing, it's beautiful, and I need 10 more of these. And this just reminded me, I've been trying so many blushes lately that I kind of forgot about this one for a hot sec, so I need to go back to using this because I'm in love with how this looks on me. So overall, I'm not gonna stop using this because I'm obsessed with it, and I think if you guys are on the fence, definitely try it. But that just made me want to use this one that much more often because it is such a steal for that price, you guys, and you just, it's so worth it. It's everything about this is beautiful. I don't dislike really anything about it besides like the look of the packaging and the fact that like you have to like kind of color it on your face to get the result that you would with this. But that's like not a big deal for $4.50. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's so worth it. So definitely a dupe, but both products are winners. So I hope that clears up any confusion that we had before the video. But that is it for today. This was definitely a fun one and a very exciting one because we have a dupe. So that's it. Comment though and let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know if you see any differences that I might have missed. Let me know what you guys think is the better one or the winner, I guess. Let me know what other videos you guys want. Give this a big thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.